Hi everyone, it's Rachel and I've got something a little different for you this morning. We are now, believe it or not, a quarter of a way through the year, and so I thought I would just film a review of the first 3 months of the year in my main Erin Condren vertical planner and just show you through the different spreads that I've had so far and tell you a little bit about them and, you know, just a bit of a review really. So at the moment I've got the current ready to ship cover on. The best time for new beginnings is now, in this beautiful watercolour, which I adore the watercolour. I've got a thing for watercolour at the moment, which is quite nice. Inside as usual got details. Do you know, I've been saying for the past 8-9 months I'm going to colour in these pages and I still haven't done it, so who knows, by the time you see this planner again perhaps I will have actually done that. We'll have to see. And then I've got my sort of yearly overview, a few sticky notes and things, and then we come to January. And if you remember, because I had recoiled my planners into being by the year, I only have half of the if I can believe it, I can achieve it section in here, so I just had some goals written in there. And then the January monthly spread, which it has to be said is probably the one that I did the most with, and then into the monthly view as well. And I remember doing this spread and it's actually one of my most popular videos on YouTube. I really loved putting this together and using some of the scrapbook stickers and Erin Condren papers and bits from all over the place really just to pull it together. I was really pleased with how that came out. And then into the last little bit of 2015 into 2016, and I went for a mixture of scribble prints and my stickers and Erin Condren again, a bit of Libby & Co sneaking in there. And at that point I was still putting my 3 gifts each day across the bottom. Moving into the new year, and this was a winter kit. I think it might have been a mystery kit from One Orange Snowflake, one of my other favourite Etsy shops that I've not ordered from for quite a while. And at this stage I was kind of settling into that section of having a to-do list at the top, main events throughout to there, and then little reminders and the 3 gifts at the bottom. Searching for ways of doing meal planning, which, as you may know, I ended up making my own meal plan stickers. In fact, the following week, there they are. This was definitely pretty much one of my favourite weeks in January. This was the cute kitty kit from my own shop, mixed in with some bits from Lanú's Pot, some Libby & Co. And at this stage I was trying to really go for that no white space look and really experimenting with that. Moving on, again, another really popular Plan With Me video was this January kit from Lean at Lanú's Pots. And there's a picture of our kitchen in there because that was the point where it finally got finished and Luke had put in the splashbacks and it was all done. This was taken on, or this was printed should I say, on the Polaroid zip printer, and something I am noticing is that when they do print up, they definitely do print darker than you expect them to. But also, actually looking back at the photos, they seem to have darkened a bit further, which is a little bit of a shame, just looking at a couple of others, but you know, they're there as little memory joggers for me rather than the very, very best photo ever. Okay, so, yes, oh right, Toby's diary, that was when, who was Toby? Oh, Nursery Bear had come to visit. And then a full Libby & Co full weekly no white space kit that I tried out. A couple of daft pictures of the kids. Quite liked this one, but it was, yeah, it's not one of my favourites. And then coming into February, sort of pre-monthly pages, I put a few of the stickers from the Erin Condren monthly sticker book in there, and I was making a packing list for our holiday, so using things in different ways. This is my February monthly spread. Real mixture of stuff on here. I'd kind of stuck with using the Erin Condren papers to cover over the blank days. And then we've got a mix of Erin Condren stickers, some Mambi there, or were they from? They might have actually been from some in a Mrs. Brimble's box, I think. And then a Scribble Prints decorative Valentine's type set sampler. Some more scribble there, Lanú's Pots there, So quite a mixture, and I think that's a Lily Henry. I can't quite remember. And then came into the first week of February, and I always like it when the month starts on the first day of the week as well. It's always nice. And this was the Cherry Blossom kit, which again is from my shop. It is currently, I think there might be a few left in the shop at the time of filming, but it has been discontinued, as has Cute Kitty. And so still in No White Space and having a play with that. One of my absolute favourite stickers there, which if you can see, I'm actually going to zoom you in for it because it's that good. Powered by Pancakes, and that is from Danny over at Chocho and Mimi. So one of my favourite stickers there. I just thought that was really cute. And then we come into following week was another using up an old Scribble Prints kit that I had, which I think I'd added in a couple of little bits too from when she re-released. I do like Scribble Prints, as you can probably gather, and I have quite a stockpile of them, so they do tend to get used up and creep in. I think this was her tribal print or tribal geometric or geometric tribal, some combination of those words. Could even be pink tribal, I can't remember. And that, I remember that moment because this was when we went on holiday, and I was so pleased to find that I had the exact right sticker for Tom going to the cattery, which was from a EllieBeth Designs sampler from Wendy. And so, yep, so that's those. Then something really different this week. This was our week away, and I went for a complete scrapbook feel on it. I basically used my Polaroid zip every day and set it up and just journaled little bits, wrote little bits about what we'd done, and decorated a little as well, and I really, really liked that. And then coming into this week, I was using a donuts or sprinkles kit. And yeah, I really like the sticker over here, Trust the Timing of Your Life, which is from a Mambi Happy Planner, might be Life Quotes kit or something like that, that I thought was really lovely. So there we go. And then in March, different again, I decided to put some photos in here of key moments from the month. Didn't do much with the March page, but I do like the quote there, do more of what makes you happy. And my monthly spread again is quite simple, quite plain. I've always liked to use it with my monthly stickers, which are just skinny so they don't take up so much space, and just kind of use it as an overview really. Okay, and then another Scribble Prints week. This was the Could Be Softly Spoken. Can't actually remember what she calls the kit, to be honest. And with this coming into March, I decided to add in lots and lots of green. So I really like the neutral sort of colours and patterns that were in the kit, but I added in lots and lots of green with it from all over the place. So we've got Mambi, there's Simple Stories, there's Libby & Co, my own music die cut strips that have just come out, Lanu's Pops, Lily Henry, Libby again. What else have we got on here? There's so many different shops on here actually, so quite a few different things. And then I went completely different, so I kind of slipped from no white space to white space, and going back to how I used to plan. And to be really honest with you, I like the stickers on this spread, which were another One Orange Snowflake mystery kit that I've been hoarding, but I don't like the spread itself. I really did not get on with this week at all. I think I ended up replanning it somewhere else and just kind of looked at that instead. I just found it too bitty and choppy, and I don't know, my eye just goes all over the place with this spread, whereas before I could be quite clear about where I was in the week and what was going on. So the following week I kind of added in a little bit more of a halfway house and started messing around a little bit again with the layout. This is my mermaid week, using up a SPC mystery kit that was, I think it was like from May or June last year, it might even have been July, it was quite a long time ago. And I'd used most of it last year, and so I had some bits left over, and then I added in some cutouts and squares from the Erin Condren designer sticker sheets. So that seahorse there I've just cut out from the sheet. Added in my usual kind of things like the Lanús pot stickers, some Libby & Co. And can we just go, how gorgeous are these weather stickers up the top? They are so cute. They're Lanús. So yeah, so sort of starting to find a way there, a bit more different. And then Easter week, which was Rainbow Week. And it was Rainbow Week because to me, rainbows represent hope. They represent, you know, God's promises, and what better week to use that. So I pulled out different things from Erin Condren with the foiled sticker up there, if you can see, and her sticker paper, some Doodlebug washi, Little Bee washi, which I think I got all of those from Susie Stick It. And then there's such a mix on here. I just basically went through my sticker book, and if it was the right colour I used the sticker. It was great. Those weekend banners and the rainbow unicorns, both from Chocho and Mimi again, as are the sort of sticker machine stickers there. And yeah, just a really happy week. I really like that week looking at it. In terms of layout, I was trying having fewer to-do lists, but still keeping appointments and things sort of broadly in this space here on the page, and then meal planning and little bits and bobs down the bottom. And I've started counting down to the Mrs. Brimble's Planacon, so that's now appearing down the bottom. Haven't done anything with April really, other than put a few of the stickers from the Erin Condren book in. The April monthly spread. Now I had already done this before I released my own monthly view kits, so that's why this is set up as it is. And I'd used, again, lots of Erin Condren stuff and my own monthly headers, monthly event stickers, and a couple of birthday stickers from Chocho and Mimi. So there we go. And then this is last week, and this was the March kit from Lanús Pots, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Still messing around with my layout a bit, so at this stage I just kept some general reminders at the top, specific events and things going on through the middle, and moved sort of to-do lists down to the bottom. But I didn't put one on every day because I didn't find I needed it. I've been in a real sort of mix of planners at the moment because all my work stuff has moved out into my medium Kiki K. And so this really has just become our family planner. At the same time, I want this to be a little bit more than just do the washing, eat this, cook this, go there. So as you'll see in a minute, I'm kind of rejigging again the setup of the week. So there we go. Oh, I did do those, I've just not checked them off. And then this week is a kit from Emily Morello. And when I used this and I put it in, I was just like, do you know, I really like the pretty colours in it. I did show this in my recent Etsy sticker shop haul, so if you've not watched that video, take a peek. I'll leave out all of them down below. But I decided to add in a little bit more purple and sort of pretty accents with the flowers, which are actually from my January mystery kit, which was vintage, sort of a vintage floral theme. And I like the little pop of colour from the Planner Meet Countdown, although I went and used the glossy stickers this time for this, simply because the kit is glossy, but also the colours just come out, if you see from there to the one on the previous page, they come out a little bit softer and a little bit more subtle, so I felt it went better with the kit overall. And then next week is, oh, I've gone back to no white space. But I'm using the watercolour bloom kit that I've just released as of yesterday. And I have filmed a plan with me showing you how I would use this kit already, but this is kind of my second week using it. And I've combined it with a few Erin Condren sticker book stickers. So we've got April Showers Bring May Flowers up there in silver. And I also added in these butterflies, if you can just see them gleaming away. And the divider strip here, because this is actually our long weekend holiday. So I divided off the Friday, Saturday, Sunday rather than just the Saturday, Sunday. And as always, my next spread, my current spread, is my current favourite. This always happens. You know, I remember on my Q&A video someone said to me, what's your favourite planner spread? And I'm like, yeah, it's always whichever one I'm doing next. But this one I do feel has come out particularly nicely. And just the detail on these, it just sings. So that is where we're up to. I've then got blanks for the rest of April. I think, have I got complete blanks? I'll show you May in a minute as well. No, I tell a lie, I have put in another Libby & Co full weekly kit, just because I felt like sticking some stickers in one night, so I decided to do that. And I'll show you May as well for the monthly. And so with this, I have used my new May monthly kit to cover over the top, create a sidebar, put in some quotes and just jazz up the dates a little bit. And then I've added in some Two Little Bees stickers, which I have been totally hoarding. And the word is hoarding because I think I've had them since about June. And so I've added those in. Plus, I think there may also be some stickers on here from Isabel the Owl, one of her kits too, because it just worked really well with the Two Little Bees kit. So that is where I'm up to. June then becomes a mess of post-its, as does July and August. And yeah. So, as I say, my favourite spread so far this year, I can't wait for the May monthly. It's the colours in May, and it's my birthday month, and it's Elizabeth's going to be 4, which is crazy. So I love the colours in that. Oh, more of those butterflies and that divider. I use that just to keep in my menu for the coming week, and stickers that I just need to have on hand. And this week, oh, love this week. And then I think it's probably the Cherry Blossom, oh, it's always going to be like the last weeks or something. The March Linus pots, because those snails are gorgeous. And then my other favourite one, if I was trying to pick out a top view, would be this one, the neutral with the greens. Oh, but then there's the Easter one with rainbows. Oh, I just love them all. What can I say? Something I'm finding that I'm really not using at the moment are my notes pages, and this is probably because I have so many notebooks and things around the place. I just don't tend to use them. So I have bits of like holiday planning, and then I've got a list of books that I want to read, and actually I can tick some of those off because I've not really, because I've finished that, so I must do that. So I've got a list of books I want to read, and again I said I'm going to colour these in and never did. And then I've just not bothered using these yet. So I certainly don't use the 2017 calendar yet. I do use that quite a bit. That's got quite a bit of stuff in. That's not got so much in it really. But that's where I'm up to really, my main planner. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any review videos of sort of your first quarter of the year, although I know I've gone a little bit further than that, I would love to see them. So please do link them down below if you want to. And if you want to keep seeing more, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and I would love to hear your thoughts on the first quarter of the year. Take care for now, guys. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.